Well, I don't disagree. Our attorney came over, opened the letter, looked at it, and laughed. And he said, I'm sorry if it wasn't so laughable, if it wasn't real, it would be funny. I apologize for laughing. He said, all right. So we discussed what we should do. We decided he would write a letter, reject their offer, and kind of wait and see what happened. We didn't hear from him. We called to follow up. He was still working on his letter. In the meantime, we started speaking to some friends. We spoke with Dean Moore, who directed us to Clay. Clay took the story and broke it. We owe him a lot. We're very appreciative. Because without him, you guys wouldn't be here, and we wouldn't have any support. So I really want to publicly thank Clay for everything he's done. Through his connections, it's gone viral. If you Google John Dollarhite, your 15 minutes of fame, this is not really what we had in mind. But it's all over. We did get a call from the Springfield News Leader. They told us they would do a story with or without us. They're going to do it with or without you. You'd like to have a little input, so my husband spoke to them. However, what came out wasn't exactly right. USDA is claiming that we asked for a license. We did not. We called and asked for information. That was a blatant lie on their part. It never happened. There's been no documentation from them other than this demand letter. If there's anything out there that shows up, it's fabricated because it did not happen. As God is my witness, we've received nothing from them in writing other than the summons or the penalty. So this is where we're at. We really haven't slept, haven't eaten. I've lost half my hair. It's been hard. I always said God doesn't give you more than you can handle, and what doesn't break you makes you stronger. I found friends I didn't know I had. And I can't express our gratitude in you all showing up. But this is far from over. Apparently USDA has told Billy Long's office and Claire McCaskill's office that they're working with us to come to some sort of agreement. We heard nothing from them. The rumor that we've heard through these folks is that they want to come to our house. They want to inspect to make sure there's no rabbits there. There's not.
Hasn't been in 14 months.
There hasn't been since January of 2010. They want to sit down with us and work out an agreement. I don't know what they have in mind. Initially, the APHIS inspector from Kansas City told us if we shut down, they might slap us with a small fine, maybe up to $1,000. Somehow we got from that to $90,000 plus. So I don't know what they have in mind.
They have already advised us that was only going to be a portion of what the fine actually is. And this was a settlement agreement.
The letter reads that they could fine us up to $10,000 per animal, which if you do the math is $3.9 million. It doesn't matter if it's $90,000 or $3.9 million. We don't have it. And if I had it, I would think it, throw me in jail. I'm not doing it. So, we're not lawbreakers. We're not rebel rousers. We're not big political people. I vote. I support my local schools. We attend church. Our businesses in Nixa. We're as vanilla as Americans as they come. We're pretty boring. We do ride a motorcycle, but I have no tats. But this is what we've been brought to come out here and have to demonstrate in front of a local office that I thought here was to help us, to guide us. I thought that's what our local USDA office was
guide
for.
Us into slavery, you bet it is.
And, here we are.
And here we are.
If you have any other questions, I'd be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. If anybody else would like to speak, I'd like to hear from you. I do want to thank all of you. Many of you I know, most of you I don't know, but we're all in the same boat. This affects everybody. It affects everybody. We somewhat feel, and through different folks that have called us over the country, we kind of feel like we were being used as a scapegoat for possible case law against us. With the anti-slaughter law on the horses, our theory is, and what we've been told through PETA, USDA, whatever government agency you want to discuss, they're wanting to make the horse your pet. Apparently, they're working on something that you take your horse to a rodeo, to a parade, certainly to race it. You're an exhibitor. You need a USDA license and subject to be inspected. We've been told that's what's coming down the pike. So if you own horses, be aware of that. There's also been a Food Act of 2011 that Obama has signed into law. If you grow tomatoes and you go sell them on your street corner at a farmer's market, in your yard, what have you, you need a license. The fine is $400,000 per occurrence. I don't know anybody that's got $400,000. So I guess our point is there's an awful lot. Yes. There's an awful lot of things that are passing and that are on the books that no one is aware of. Make yourself aware. Make some noise. Keep this up. Don't let up, because this isn't over. We've not received any contact whatsoever. So I don't know when. They said in the next few days, the next week, we don't know. But they haven't contacted us. I will say Billy Long's office, Mr. Kohlmeyer told my husband this morning, he told USDA, he says, you've got to be kidding. He said, you need to drop this. He said, they kind of hemmed and hawed around, and well, we're in contact with the Dollarhite, so we're trying to work this out. He said, the way to work it out is to drop it, because Southwest Missouri is not going to go away. So let's not go away.
I'm going to make a suggestion here that the Dollarhites, if you have not heard anything that's de-escalating this situation by a week from today, that we plan a protest like this in front of Billy Long's office. And I also recommend that we do this around 4:30 so that we can be out in front of his office during drive time, and people after work can come out and join us. So maybe in the 4:30 to 5 time frame, and do it from 5 to 6, something like that, and make sure we get the major media show up.
We've got Claire McCaskill on the phone, so we want to give her a chance to, tell us what she's got to say. We'll give it to Judy here.
This is ridiculous. It's embarrassing, and it is wrong for the federal government to treat people this way. And I was calling Judy to tell her that I have gotten an indication from the USDA that they will back off of the bullying position that they have taken at this point, and I think we're going to be able to get this resolved in a way that makes much more sense, especially understanding the values of this family and the values that I know are represented in rural Missouri. This is way overstepping the bounds in terms of the federal government, and I was just calling to give her that news, and I didn't know that she was with other people who felt as strongly about it as obviously her family does, and I'm going to continue to work on this. I didn't realize Judy had emailed the office, and I saw the article in the Springfield paper, and I thought the top of my head was going to blow off. So I just wanted to let her know that we're on it, and I am very optimistic that this is going to be resolved in a way that will make people feel much better about their country.
Thank you, Claire. Thank you.
Well, it's been quite a week. We first met this time last week, and we just had the rally. Claire McCaskill called during the rally and addressed the crowd. So kind of what are your feelings after seeing this crowd out here today, and the support you've gotten this week from the country, and the progress we've made? How are you guys feeling right now?
Feeling really good.
The support has been tremendous. I'm so full of hope that our people are coming together and supporting us, and they're fed up with the status quo of the way the government has overtaken every possible aspect of our lives. This was nothing. We're not martyrs. We're not political people. We're small town vanilla America, trying to raise our family, trying to make an honest living, trying to grow some wholesome food, a pet that's not expensive for someone, a safety net for a child. That was all that this was about, and it's turned into something ugly, and it's a country I don't recognize. I have so much hope we can reach out and support it all over the U.S. All of those laws are spreading over, and we're very appreciative. I can't, it makes me proud.
I received phone calls from sea to shining sea, even in Hawaii. I never thought our story would have that far. How far is it from Maine to Hawaii? It's probably more than 10,000 miles than we have. We did have somebody that said, put in the Springfield newsreader that we were going to try to go across the support around the whole world. And as of right now, we're getting a lot of support. I haven't seen anything yet from overseas, but that's okay. We want to take care of ourselves here in the United States. As of right now, we get the thing with the storm that hit the Joplin. Our hearts out to those families. And
it makes me proud to be a part of a community that I haven't heard anything say until me. I've heard everybody say, what can I do to help? Everyone has poured out their hearts, pulled things out of their homes to travel to Joplin. People that we've never met coming to
support us.
It's given me hope when I didn't have any. We did not go out to break any regulations or any law, but I'm telling you, we are here to reveal this is what's happening, and it doesn't happen to somebody else, and we're taking a stand for ourselves and for everybody else. If you don't stand there.
Well, I'm very happy we had a great turnout today. I'm praying for you guys.
Thank you.
And
appreciate it.
we think this is going to come out with positive results. So.